Hello world and welcome to the video. I think that starting with being completely unable to see my face because of the sun and the angle, I think is a really interesting creative choice. I think I'm a really interesting artist. Hi. I think that this is fine. I think this really captures the vibe I'm entering work with today. And viewers can do with that information what they will. I am sorry, I was seeing if that was my neighbor, but it wasn't. It was some hot guy. So a fun update, I guess. I was thinking maybe I would do like a bigger update, but maybe I'll just say now. So we bought a house. I'm engaged. So a lot has changed since I stopped doing YouTube. I think so, like, I was making YouTube videos a bunch, and then I had a daily news show, and I canceled the daily news show like a year probably before I stopped YouTube, and then the pandemic hit, and I was like kind of doing a little bit, but I only have so many spoons, and my spoons were working multiple jobs in the pandemic. I spent a week and a half, 2 weeks, laid off before I went back into in-person in the workforce in the pandemic. So yeah, I wasn't really making YouTube videos in the same way, and I have since then, so with my fiance, it's been 4.5 years, and I was doing the math. It's not 5 yet. I feel like I would remember that. And we bought a house a year ago, and yeah, so we're in like a cute little neighborhood, and it's so lovely. I like know my neighbors, and we like, you know, it's just cute. It's just cute neighborhood stuff. And our dogs have a yard to play in, which is the most important piece. And I'll go into some of the other things in my life in the future. It was the Department of Transportation that just drove by, but not the police. And not that what I'm doing is illegal and should be flagged by the internet.com. Where was I? Bought a house. Oh yeah, and so then through all of that period of time, I was just doing reflection on like what brings me happiness and joy. And it used to be YouTube. YouTube used to be a coping mechanism for me, which is actually why I'm trying to get back into this. Because before it was, you know, all of the special shows and the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of editing, and like engaging in really tense political content, solo with, and during a bad mental health time, during a bad political time. Before all of that, I was just making vlogs and feeling happy, and so I'm trying to do that again. Unfortunately, the internet is a different place, and I am not constantly seeking external validation in the same way. So, trying to see if there's a kernel left here on my experience with YouTube of just like a reason for me to do it. And I talked about this in therapy, and before I had to lose my therapist, like 2 years ago, and it's okay for me to let go of my old hobbies, and I'm like, but it's also hard for me to cope with that in the same way that like you miss, you know, an old best friend, even though they're definitely not the same person anymore. And so yeah, it's hard for me to give up YouTube because it's so easy to do, and all the tools really are just the phone that I carry around with me at all times and internet connection. So I don't know, that's the journey that I'm on. I was gonna make this video about something entirely different today, and because I saw that one guy who I thought might have been my neighbor, this video ended up being about this today. I am still doing a 5-minute limit because I could just talk forever, but the longer I talk, the more likely I am to say something that I regret and then scrap the entire video because I refuse to take extra time to edit it. And then that's all just sunken time. And I'm trying to like feel free and no guilt ultimately, because that will make me not, that's a thing I can't have in my return to YouTube. So the end of this is coming. Don't forget to like the video. You don't have to subscribe. Bye.